It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. And love and tradition of the grand design, some people say, is even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams, real love bursting out of every scene. We're gonna fill our house with happiness, but we'll smother the blues with tenderness. There's room for you, room for me, for gentle hearts and opportunity. It's the bigger love of the family.
Hello, my name is Sydney Hilliard, and I'm here to bring you updates on our president and vice president. As I am sure you all know, President Joseph R. Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris were sworn in on January 20th, 2021. Although their transition into office was one of the most historical and not in a good way. President Biden has proudly said democracy has prevailed. Their inauguration marks the beginning of an almost democratic majority-run federal government, which has not been seen for decades. Hopefully, with this shift in focus, we will begin to see more support for all citizens as we continue to fight the economic, social, and health aspects of the COVID-19 pandemic. What is even more special about this new presidency is our Vice President Kamala Harris. She has made history by becoming the first woman, first African American, and first Asian American sworn into a position this high in our federal government. Her presidential race and nomination to the position of VP has inspired many young people and old to push for change and strive to achieve their goals. After the inauguration, President Biden and Vice President Harris did not waste any time implementing their plans for the country. President Biden has made several executive actions within his first few days, including the rejoining agreement on climate change, a proclamation ending the ban on U.S. entry from majority Muslim countries, mandating ethics pledge for government appointees, expanding food assistance programs, reestablishing the pandemic task force, a federal mask mandate, an extension of COVID-19 protections, and many more. If you're interested in reading more about the executive orders President Biden has signed and the plans he and Vice President Harris have for our country, check out the Federal Register and the White House websites. This has been Sydney Hilliard with your update on our nation's new leaders. Have a great day.
What's up, Regal Eagles? Do you remember when Russia hacked the US back in 2017? When it initially happened, officials weren't sure if it was Russia or another group responsible for the cyber hack. But recently, US intelligence agencies are confirming that the culprit for the massive hack on the presidential campaign originated in Russia. Officials believe that this hack was an act of espionage rather than cyber warfare. So what does this mean for us? This hack was not one where our devices all shut down at once, or we all lost connectivity nationwide, like we've seen in the movies or in TV shows. But that doesn't mean that we shouldn't still be worried. Former President Donald Trump administration was right in the middle of the incident. They're concerned about everything he and his administration knew about the hack, along with what was accessed. Now that we have new presidential administration, being able to determine who was knowledgeable prior to and what was taken during the hack may be more difficult than ever. The non-government cybersecurity company FireEye was the first to discover the hack and alert the US government. Officials have said that if it wasn't for FireEye, the US would probably still be in the dark about the hack. Officials have also realized that the hack has affected more agencies than they originally thought. Original estimates were that only a few dozen agencies were affected, but after companies like Amazon discovered that their services have been exploited by the Russian hackers, the effect has expanded to reach up to 250 government agencies. It would take years to recover from this, partially because of how advanced the hack was, since the hackers employed many backdoor programs. The primary focus of investigators today is how the Russian hackers got access of the US networks, and whether it was an inside job or a conversion of employees working for major American IT firms. Either way, we will keep a watch on this story as it continues to unfold. I'm Ethan Thomas, signing off.
Where did all of these pathogens come from? Are they all deadly? Should we be fearing for our lives right now more than ever? I am sure we all have many questions about the coronavirus. I am sorry to say this, but the coronavirus is a pathogen that has been accumulating its chess move for years. It finally has the world in checkmate. There are currently 7 strains of the coronavirus. According to WebMD, these include 229E alpha, NL63 alpha, OC43 beta, HKU1 beta, MERS-CoV beta, SARS-CoV beta, and finally, the one we know all too well, SARS-CoV-2, which causes COVID-19. The virulent strains have been divided into groups based on alpha, gamma, beta, and delta. All of the said infections can induce flu-like symptoms. However, medical professionals are still working to fully understand these entities. For now, I recommend that we limit physical contact, wear our mask, and wash our hands to the birthday song whenever necessary. This is Tania Buckley with news on the coronavirus pandemic, signing off.
If you take a look around, you will notice that there are many people of color, also known as POCs, being celebrated and appointed to places of power across many fields. Most notable is our new Vice President, Kamala Harris, the first woman, African American, and Asian American to hold such a position. But she isn't alone. Senator Raphael Warnock was just elected and inaugurated as Georgia's first African American U.S. Senator. There are so many more to come and many more to name. And although this is long overdue, the changes in our very public political offices brings to the forefront once again the presence or absence of POCs in the media. POC refers to any person of color to include, but not limited to, Black American, Indigenous, Asian, Caribbean, African, and Afro-Latinx. POC representation in the media, specifically in film and entertainment, has left much to be desired since the inception of the American entertainment industry. The Academy Awards, noted as the highest honors to be received by members of the film industry, has been recognizing Hollywood's greats since 1929. But in its 92 years, only 29 actors and actresses of color have been awarded one of the 3,140 awards issued. That's less than 1% of the awards given and 100% ridiculous. We would like to believe that in 2021, the limited recognition will be far behind us. But when there is still controversy surrounding the casting choices of the live-action rendition of The Little Mermaid, we know we still have a long way to go. Disney's choice to play the lead of Ariel in the film is Halle Bailey from the astounding duo Chloe and Halle. Although there has been an outpouring of support and excitement for this casting choice, many have taken to the internet to express their disagreement and have even gone far enough to make petitions to save The Little Mermaid. Fortunately, Disney has held their position and Halle will play Ariel and has begun filming in London. But the fight for POC representation isn't full of negative reports and petitions. In fact, over the past year, many television and entertainment companies have made an effort to showcase movies and shows with POC playing strong leads. For example, popular streaming services such as Netflix, HBO Max, and Hulu have Black entertainment categories within their selections of films. On Netflix, there is a special Black Lives Matter collection that features films such as When They See Us, Becoming, and documentaries covering Black American heroes such as Malcolm X, Madam C.J. Walker, Sam Cooke, and more. In addition, major streaming platforms are signing deals with show creators like Shonda Rhimes and Issa Rae to make sure representation is much more diverse in front of and behind the camera. Even with the good points, the fight for more diverse representation in the media is far from over. But we want to take the time to spotlight the phenomenal actress Regina King, who has been recognized for years for her ability to captivate audiences worldwide. Today, we want to highlight her directorial role in the new film, One Night in Miami, available to stream on Amazon Prime Video. This film follows Black American greats Muhammad Ali, Sam Cooke, Jim Brown, and Malcolm X on the night after Muhammad Ali, formerly known as Cassius Clay, earns the title of heavyweight champion. Not only is this film directed by a woman that is a person of color, but has strong POC leads as well, which is why we place her in the spotlight for this week. If you are looking for more films starring POCs,
I would suggest you watch Black Panther, Canvas, The Letter Reader, I Am Not Your Negro, When They See Us Now, and Lee Daniels' The Butler. Be sure to check them out and let us know which is your favorite. Well, that's all for this story. But before we leave, here's a quote from the late John F. Kennedy that I think fits this topic well. All of us do not have equal talent, but all of us should have equal opportunity to develop those talents. Have a great day.
What's up, Regal Eagles? We are here with the Regal Eagle Report, bringing you a dash of tea to sip on throughout the week. Now, recently we had our presidential inauguration, and there were many historic occasions. One of them hailing Amanda Gorman as the youngest inaugural poet in U.S. history. At just 22, she recited the poem, The Hill We Climb, and left many people in awe of her talent. Not to mention, the fashion at this inauguration was top tier by ladies such as Michelle Obama, Dr. Jill Biden, and Kamala Harris. Our song of the week is Good Days by SZA. Well, that about wraps up our Regal Eagle Report. Be on the lookout for our next segment, and the JTECHS family loves you all.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page.